What's going on, guys? Daily Pips here. So today happens to be weekend, and as usual, this is my weekly forecast for the upcoming week. Okay, so let's dive in. Starting from USDJPY on a weekly time frame, we have this weekly fair value gap right here, which we expect price to either continue lower from it or continue higher. So it's two things. It's either price respect to this weekly fair value gap to continue lower, or price and disrespect this fair value gap to continue higher. Okay, so yeah, today is going to be a quick one. Let's take the daily. You guys should stay tuned because I have something cool for you guys on gold. Okay, so this is the daily USDJPY on a daily time frame, and on the daily time frame you could see that as price is retracing into this weekly fair value gap, price has created a daily fair value gap right here. Okay, as you can see. So what we do is that normally if price is retracing into this weekly fair value gap, and let's say price failed to create a daily fair value gap, with that I'll just be looking for 4-hour fair value gaps lower, bearish 4-hour fair value gaps. But in this case, as price was moving in, price created a daily fair value gap, which means there is some kind of bullish momentum coming into the market. Okay, so I will need more than just 4-hour bearish fair value gaps to confirm this that it's a valid trade. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that it's two things. It's either we disrespect this fair value gap to continue higher, okay, or we respect this fair value gap. What I'll be looking for is, let's say, some bearish daily fair value gaps, or if price want to continue lower, we should be disrespecting these daily fair value gaps right here. Okay, so this is the zone of interest on USDJPY. So if price gets there, I'll be updating you guys with my YouTube shorts. Normally that's the quickest way to update you guys on how the market is going. That's why you need to subscribe. Okay, so yeah, moving on, let's take EURUSD. So USDJPY isn't of high probability. Okay, so EURUSD. Okay, so USDJPY, we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait to see what price wants to do before we take any decisions. Okay, so yeah, this is EURUSD. Let's go to the weekly. So yes, on the weekly we have this weekly fair value gap as we had on the USDJPY. This if EURUSD is bullish, definitely USDJPY should be bearish, right? Yes, not necessarily, but because of the US dollar. Okay, so anyways, let's continue. So we have this weekly fair value gap right here. Okay, and we expect, last week in the forecast we said we wanted price to retrace here, but it looks like price is still playing along. Okay, so now let's see, we still have this weekly fair value gap. Okay, and also we can even mark this as well. Okay, yes, we can still retrace in here. Now let's take the daily. So yes, on a daily too, yeah, I think it's still the same, nothing really interesting. So if price is able to if price gets into that into this weekly fair value gap right here, this is going to be my extreme target. Okay, so if we respect this weekly fair value gap by creating a 4-hour bullish fair value gap, okay, and as you can see here too, price created this daily fair value gap. Okay, this is it, this daily fair value gap right there. Okay, so if price gets here, I'll need more than just a mere 4-hour bullish fair value gap. Okay, so yes, we are still waiting on EURUSD. As usual, I'll be updating you guys with my YouTube shorts, so you need to subscribe. Okay, so yes, we still wait. Now gold. Okay, let's check gold. Gold is very interesting. Okay, gold has been interesting in recent weeks. If you've been following my videos, this is gold on a daily time frame. So as you can see, we had this daily fair value gap here. Okay, which price came in and we started respecting it. We created 1-hour fair value gap. We even created a 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, so now let's take the 4-hour. Yes, as you can see, we created a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So this we created a 4-hour fair value gap right here. This was the 4-hour fair value gap I was talking about. So this actually gave us, this was a sign that the bullish momentum was coming into the market. Okay. And we were able to capitalize from this liquidity sweep right here up to this point. And I made a video saying gold is still bullish. So if you get any bullish setup within this zone, up to this point, within this zone, it's a high probability bullish setup. So any bullish setup, personally bullish setup I'll get within this zone, I'm going to take it because it's still high probability. Okay, because we are respecting this daily fair value gap. So on was it on Friday? I think so. As price got here, price began to create 4-hour bearish fair value gaps lower. Now let me tell you guys something. Price isn't actually traded below this. This was the candle that actually respected the daily fair value gap. Okay, so if we were really continuing lower, I will expect price to trade below this. Okay, and also the 4-hour bearish fair value gaps may be signs that the price may want to continue lower. Yes, it's a probability. As I always say, trading is all about probability. So if I'm looking for, I said initially I'm looking for buys, right? Yes, I'm still looking for buys though. I've not changed my mind. And in trading, if let's say you get your bias, like as I have my bias here that it's bullish, the only thing you should be looking for is, okay, so if I want price to get here, what will actually happen for me to, begin to change my mind that, okay, price would like to turn bearish or this price is moving against me? Those are the signs you should be looking out for. If you know your bias, you have to look for signs of bearish price action. So one of my signs was that price will create a 4-hour bearish fair value gap. So if price creates a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, then I will know that price will want to continue lower. Maybe price will want to continue lower, but that doesn't mean that price is actually going to continue lower, because as I said, everything we do here is prediction. Okay, so yes, so price actually created these bearish fair value gaps. I think this is 2 bearish fair value gaps, and we couldn't actually trade below this. Fine. So now what I'm looking for is that price disrespects this 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, I just need price to disrespect this 4-hour fair value gap and also disrespect this 4-hour fair value gap. And as you can see, it's already happening. We've already disrespected this 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, let's take the 1 hour to see something. So on the 1 hour, you will see that this we came into this 4-hour fair value gap with this 1 hour candle, and price failed to continue lower. Price was still bullish with the following candle. So this 4-hour fair value gap is out. Now what we wait for is this 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, as I always say, this is still if price was to continue lower, this would be a very deep retracement, which if you've been following my videos very well, deep retracements, they are 50-50. You will need a lot of confirmations. Okay, so for now, for me, my decision on gold is that gold is still bullish. There is no reason for me to be looking for bearish price, but that doesn't mean price can't turn bearish. Okay, so what I'll be looking for is that we may retrace into this 1 hour fair value gap, which is not likely. It's very unlikely. So what I think price is going to do is that if we retrace into the 4-hour fair value gap, fine, I'll be looking for confirmations on the, if we retrace into that 1 hour, this 1 hour fair value gap, fine, I'll be looking for confirmations on the 5 minutes to enter. Or the main thing I'm looking for is for price to create a 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, during market open, if price creates a 4-hour fair value gap, it could even be a breakaway gap. Okay, so if it's a fair value gap or a breakaway gap, it will still confirm that price is not turning bearish. Price is still bullish. Okay, so for me, up till now, my decision on gold is that price is still bullish. Okay, price is still bullish, so I'm still ready to take any bullish setup I see with the right confirmations. You know, everything in trading is all about confirmations. That's why I always say, if you master fair value gaps, you'll be making a lot of money from this market, okay? Because they are everywhere. But that doesn't mean you should be trading from every single fair value gap that you see. Fair value gaps are there to tell you a story about the market. So it's your job as a trader to spot the good ones and capitalize from it. So yeah, I think that will be it for today. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. Blessed up.